Howdy, I'm Kevin Connor from Sun Radio, the official radio station now for 10 years of the Armadillo Christmas Bazaar, and this is our final Sun session here at the Armadillo. And we've saved the best for last, in my humble. This woman, Sandy, and I have been friends. Mark, keep in mind, the Armadillo Christmas Bazaar is now in its 49th year. We have been friends since the Armadillo was in single digits. Sandy Ball-Muckleroy. Sandy, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Yeah. As she said, it's been a while since she's been on stage, but we've been on stage together in a couple of productions long ago in a galaxy far, far away. I was one of the side characters. Sandy, in both of the plays that we were in, was one of the main characters. And the first one was the Butterfingers Angel, a Christmas play at the Paramount. Yes, I've played the Paramount. Sandy was a sexy tree, and I was the dumb wise man. Yeah, and also Mary's brothers in the first act. We were I still remember my lines.
Yeah.
Who drew two Connor smoke? Who drew? I don't know. Why does that stay with me? So when was the last time you were on a stage?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would have been like 85.
Wow. Why did you stop?
Well, I left. I was in Austin from 1981 to 1985. There was no Equity Theater. The only movie.
Hold on a second. Sandy, it's just me. You're like, well, actually. Yeah, talk like Sandy talks.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was here in 81.
There you go.
Left in 85 because there was no Equity Theater. I was trying to make it in acting. Loved Austin. Did not want to leave. And so hit Dallas and then decided, you know what? Chicago's doing a bunch of movies.
Oh, yeah.
So I headed to Chicago, which is more my home area. I grew up in Northwest Indiana and Michigan.
Yeah.
And but I met my husband in Dallas before I went to Chicago and started a family, and I decided it was more important to stay home with the kiddos than to be auditioning back and forth. And then my mother did the work that I'm doing, which is bronze bonsai-inspired trees on mineral specimens. She had open heart surgery at the age of 70, and she offered it to me. And I didn't take her up on it for a few years. She started declining into dementia, and I realized, you know what? I think I actually ended up taking an acting class and a welding class when my kids were old enough, and I felt like, okay, I'm going to do my thing now. And decided, yeah, I want to get back to being a creative and hanging out with other creatives. I really miss that.
Yeah.
So, and I do miss the theater, but so I still think I might go back, but right now I'm too busy doing the art.
So you inherited from your mom, who I knew, her style of art, which is like bonsai trees, only made of bronze?
Yeah, I use bronze rods and an oxyacetylene torch to put the parts together. And sometimes roots are wrapping around a mineral specimen. Sometimes I'm collaborating with Bonnie Brushwood, who has a booth here as well, does these beautiful organic pots, and I'm excited to do that. I have patinas on my bronze, but it's carrying on. I just love when I'm driving through the countryside, I'll go, oh, look at that tree. I just get so geeked out. And I also get excited when I'm going through Colorado and stuff at the rock formations in the landscape. So I'm really just having such a great time playing with that.
What I think is interesting is so many artists kind of, over time, it's like, this is what I do. Now, you do those trees in crystal, but that's your specialty.
Yes.
Rita, your friend, who has her own booth this year, you've shared for years.
Yes.
She does different kinds of things.
Yes, Rita works in copper. I work in bronze. And she's been doing this. She's been a full-time professional artist for over 35 years, I believe. And copper is the cool thing about copper is you can anneal it. When you heat it red hot, it becomes very soft and pliable. So there's things she can do that I can't, because the bronze, the minute you take away the torch, it's rock hard. So one of the things she taught me was I can take copper, anneal it when I'm doing a surround on a rock that might not be very pretty on parts of it.
Right.
And when I anneal it, I can easily just tap it into shape, whereas I was struggling with the bronze, and I was very grateful for her insight and suggestion. You might want to start with copper, and then I texture it with bronze.
Was she encouraging to you when you first entered applied, I should say, to get into the Armadillo Christmas Bazaar?
Well, actually, the booth that I'm sharing right now is with Jacob Colburn.
Right.
His dad started doing this show 48 years ago.
Wow.
And he had a 20 by, well, he didn't start out. I just heard this recently. He started out very small and worked his way up. But by the time I knew him, he had a 20 by 20 booth and often had 3 or 4 people that was sharing the space. And so Daryl, unfortunately, passed away unexpectedly at the age of 57. I was sharing a studio with Rita and Daryl at the time, and I was doing some jewelry, but I knew I wanted to work bigger and messier.
Right.
And so that opened up some space, and then I think a year after Daryl died, Rita was nice enough to say, hey, there's space in our booth, you know. So I kind of got in the side door. I still had to get okayed by, you know, with my work by the Dillo itself, but I think I've been here 11 years now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I remember when you first came to this show, you told me that other people said, hey, don't worry if you don't sell anything the first year, because the serious collectors, the people that are here to buy fine art, they're going to just kind of check you out for the first year. And what happened?
I had 6 pieces and I sold out.
There you
It was
go.
amazing.
All right.
I was like, I like this, Dillo. I will be back.
So now there's, as many artists have said, this is like the highlight of their year. Was there pressure for you to have more pieces ready for this year's show?
Yes, but I also started doing more art shows all around the country. I did the Albuquerque Balloon Festival show in October and the Fiesta show in San Antonio. So I can't produce super fast. So I had intended to have, I had 6 pieces this year, but they were all larger pieces, and I was hoping to get some smaller, different price points going.
Right.
And that, I wasn't able to get that done. But it is what it is sometimes.
So you basically followed your mom's style of art, but your dad, also an artist. So you grew up in an art household, full of art, and some of your brothers are also artists.
Yes.
But also you saw your parents struggle. I mean, it's not always easy to be an artist, and that didn't deter you from following in your mom's footsteps, basically.
Well, I do have a husband that has a job that can pay the bills, so that takes a little of the pressure off.
Yeah.
But he's retiring in 2 years, so that's why I ramped up doing more shows. I felt like, oh, okay, our income's going to go down, so I need to bring in more. And I'm having a ball. I'm just really enjoying it. So I'm just starting to investigate galleries. I'm 64, so I'm like, kind of like Mom. She was 70 when she said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this. Would you want to take over? So the galleries might be a less stressful way, but I really love connecting with people, so I will miss the traveling but I won't miss the sitting at long shows and not having great sales. So
Right.
Sometimes it's nice. Other people are really good at selling your work better than we are. My mother, when she worked in a gallery, said, yeah, I love selling other people's work, not so good at selling my own. So there's that.
Well, if you want a fun conversation and see some beautiful art, check out Sandy's booth, which is over on the far wall, basically, I think, right under where it says Armadillo Christmas Bazaar over there.
Yeah, V6.
Pardon?
Victor 6 is the booth number.
V6. All right. Well, thank you for doing this.
Oh, thanks, Kev. It's
And
fun.
I think your art is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
And you're also a fine actress, so maybe both of us have to get back up here on
I think so.
and do this.
I think so.